Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today I'm back on Path of Legends and Ultimate Champion League. Going to be doing my season end ladder push with Xbow Cycle. I'm using the current best Xbow deck in the game. It is the Xbow Evo Bomber Little Prince deck. I made a video about this and I've done a ladder push ever since as well using it, so it's just the best deck because Evo Bomber is so good, and Little Prince is also really strong. One of the best cards in the entire game, actually. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, we're going to be seeing how we can push today. I'm not going for a top 1,000 finish this season, guys. I did last season. I was very proud. I pushed up to top 500. Actually made a video showcasing the final games from that push as well. It was a very nice achievement, in my opinion, and I was very proud of it. But this season is just not it. You know, with double evolutions coming down, and with Evo Bomber just ruining the meta, I just don't see the inspiration and motivation, I guess, to push. I mean, obviously, in my opinion, when it comes to life in general, discipline takes over motivation at any time, but I just feel like I don't see the need to play in this meta at all. Like, I'd rather just make fun content for you guys. I've been getting some amazing Titan gameplay for you anyways, and he is much higher than I ever will be with 3.0, so that's, like, pretty good content in terms of ladder pushing anyway, and I just don't want to waste my time really pushing right now. I'm going to hang out with my friends, we're going to go to the gym, we're going to play Smash later, and I just don't want to waste my entire weekend pushing ladder, if that makes sense, which is usually what ends up happening if I commit to a finish. Sometimes I'm proud of it, sometimes I do it intentionally, but in a meta like this, I just really think there's no point. But anyways, we'll be going for about 2.5k or above, I think. Maybe just like a secured top 2k finish is like my kind of low standards, but like my chill point where I sit in the season. Like, usually if it's a season I'm not having fun and I don't want to get a top 1k finish, I'm just going to sit for a top 2k. It's nothing special. It's not like an amazing achievement by any means by my standards, but it's just something I'm comfortable sitting with, I guess. So into our first game here against a Recruits Wallbreakers deck, I believe, and this is actually not too bad. I usually would say this kind of deck is super toxic and annoying to face, but courtesy of the Xbow variant we are using right now, we're actually kind of fine because I have really easy Royal Recruits defense. I mean, Evo Knight is very solid, and Bomber is very solid in general, whether it's Evo or not. So I'm going to go LP ability as well to protect my own LP. E-Spirit to kite these into the Tesla. He does go for his own ability too. I'll just Knight up high. Fisherman is going to get whisked to the Tesla, not pull my Knight away, and now we can actually go for an offensive Xbow because I have a very solid counter push. He actually was playing Goblin Giant. Okay, I was not expecting that. Goblin Giant Recruits with the Evo Bomber too. Let me go for the Log E-Spirit to hopefully kill that Evo Bomber. No, unfortunately it does not work out, but we still do get a little bit of chip. Yeah, I got a mini lock in the left. I went Xbow in the right because I thought he would overcommit even more to that Xbow in the left, and usually that's a sequence I like to get going where they overcommit and then you can just kind of punish them with the second Xbow when they're too low in Elixir, but he was kind of smart letting that go, actually. My punish did not work out very well. Evo Bomber doing its thing. Look at that. So much value for 2 Elixir. It's insane. And going to be a really nice defense to the left. That was actually really scuffed in terms of the counter push. Like, it looked kind of sketchy with the Evo Recruits, with the LP and everything, but this deck just has super solid defense against lots of grounded options. So this deck does still lose out to decks like Minor Poison, I want to say. Huggy Q is kind of iffy, I guess, because you need to rely on Evo Bombers to connect, but against heavier beatdown decks like these, you actually do have pretty chill defense. I haven't played much Golem this season, but I feel like this deck would do pretty well against Golem, because we have LP, we have Bomber, which are both just very good support cards against Golem, and we even have the E-Spirit, which can help against Night Witch, potentially. So there's the Recruits. I'll go for my Log, and then I don't think I can ability in time, so I won't try and go for it. I'll just let this die, and Knight to tank for everything, and I think we're chilling. I'll go Bomber just in case I don't want to splash onto my, or charge rather, onto my tower. And yeah, we are Omega chilling. Nice, the LP ability does actually stun itself. I'm going to have to go for really awkward Tesla right now. I don't want to waste a Log because he's playing Recruits, so I'm just going to Tesla for that. It's a bit scuffed, but I think we should be okay. I mean, I just have to defend for the rest of triple. I'm going to have some huge pushes coming down right now. Recruits, Goblin Giant, a bunch of nonsense, but we should be okay, especially because of the fact that I have the Bomber again. So Bomber in the left, Log all of that, and I'll just LP as well. Should be very fine. He does not really have any big spells, I don't think, in this deck. He has like arrows, maybe a Rage if I'm not mistaken, so he actually cannot kill a LP on my side of the map. That's a pretty important point. And LP, guys, is such a broken card again. On offense, on defense, look at this ability. Gonna get so much utility. Wipe all those shields off those Recruits. And in the meantime, good Expo pressure in the left as well. Gonna kind of let it die now, because Goblin Giant, I can't really kill that without overcommitting super huge too. So I'll just chill. Evo Bomber is once again back. I've gotten like 2 Evo Bombers in this like last 30 seconds or so, because 3-card cycle goes so crazy with this deck, and that's going to be a good game. Very easy one against Goblin and Recruits. Usually a very toxic deck. I'm still going to say thanks because I finally... Okay, I actually feel bad now that I BM because he gives a good game. Okay, my apologies. He was actually being a good sport, so my bad. I just think this deck is so toxic, but hate the deck, not the player, I guess, right? That's going to be a pretty easy win, though, courtesy of the Evo Bomber and LP once more for the first win. Alright guys, I had this game against Minor Poison that I'm still going to show in the video, but it was pretty annoying. I'll show you guys this really cool sequence that I was able to get. Just going to speed up the start here into this point right about now. So I go for an Expo right now, and he goes Knight, and then I'm thinking, okay, am I getting a lock? I go for the Fireball to try and get a nice lock, and look at this amazing trick. We push the Knight back with that knockback and get the Expo onto the tower. So I also log, because once you get a huge lock like this, you want to commit to it. Bomber to protect, and just like that, that's maybe 2,000 or so damage. That's a play that's very rare these days, because I mean, the Fireball knockback is not that much, but sometimes you can get a really nice sequence where you just knock it back, and that was a huge game-winning lock. But unfortunately for me, it was actually not game-winning, because I can never go in the left lane anymore, guys, because he's playing Poison. He can easily defend all my Expos and just get away with tanking and spamming Poison. So I go in the right, I start getting some nice locks and slowly catching up, but I still just kind of get down damage, and this is why I hate Minor Poison. Such a bad matchup for Expo. I really despise this archetype. But you guys did say you wanted to see more losses included in these videos. Like some people are saying it would be more helpful to include losses, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I guess is like a middle ground between me including a loss and not just like having it take up the full 5 minutes, because I find it's not that productive. I was really mad, as you can see. I was up so much and still wasn't able to win. It was so close, but Minor Poison is so broken, it's very annoying. But yeah, anyway, that's just what happens. Sometimes you get bad matchups and you lose for it. Alright guys, into a match against this Japanese player here. Let's see what he's going to be running. Gives it good luck. I'll give it back. And I'll just cycle a Bomber first play. Bats does not tell me too much. Evo Bats, I want to say, are actually very underrated right now, guys. Like, Evo Bats are used quite a bit in the meta, and they're really good against Expo, so it might be sort of biased, but I do feel like they're a very solid card, to be honest. Like, and oh, he goes Recruits and messes up the timing. What? Okay, so he's playing Recruits, Musketeer. I don't know what this is about. He has a good game. I am tempted to agree, honestly. Like, what in the world was that misplay? Yeah, he's spamming good game. Like, it is over. Like, what? I don't know why he got the Recruits down late. I don't think he was down Elixir. He surely had enough Elixir for that. I think he just kind of messed up. He's playing like Minor Wallbreakers Recruits, I guess. This is a deck that was like popular quite a while ago. It was very toxic in my opinion as well. I'll go Evo Bomber. I don't like to waste it that much, but I'll just go for it. And I'll go for the Expo as well, because I think he's kind of low in Elixir, and he's definitely not back to Recruits yet. Yeah, goes for the low Bomb Tower. He should be pretty low in Elixir after that as well. He just went for a pretty aggressive Minor Bats push. And if he does get Recruits down, I should be able to defend. But yeah, he can't, because I had a feeling he was just too low in Elixir. Goes for the late Musketeer. That will kill the Expo. That's fine. I can actually just log this and ignore the rest of it. I don't think it'll get any hits, actually, courtesy of that damage. I think it was an LP or a Bomber, actually, that counter-pushed onto it. Yeah, so we take no hits, and this is definitely a good game now. Anyway, it's like another Recruits deck, like I was saying in the last Recruits game. As long as they don't have all sorts of counters, like maybe Minor Poison Recruits, it should be a pretty good matchup. This guy doesn't seem to have too many great counters. I mean, he has, like, Bats. E-Spirit is really good in this deck for the Bats as well, by the way. Like, I think because we don't have the Archers, we have the LP. That's why we're running E-Spirit in this version, as opposed to the Ice Spirit. I'll have to Fireball those. Evo Bats can take your entire tower. And beautiful timing. Look at that, knocking off the Recruit shield at the same time. So that's just going to be a flawless little sequence there. And I'm actually not going to waste my Evo Knight here. I think I might just Expo, let them charge, and go in. Because he's kind of low in Elixir again. He's not in the right cycle right now. He doesn't have his Recruits right away. So I think I can maybe get a punish going. And I can maybe use my Evo Bomber to just take tower right here. Let me go for that right now. Evo Bomber. Log as well. Look at this Bomber, and that's going to land up to tower, guys. Beautiful stuff. As you can see, it's not even on, like, it's not even near the bridge. It's like a few tiles down. It still takes tower. That's such a stupid card, honestly. This is why I don't want to play this meta that much. I mean, I'm playing with the card myself because I do have it unlocked, and I decided, like, why not? Obviously, it's, like, the best version, but I still think it's so toxic, and there's, like, Giant Graveyard with Evo Bomber. There's Minor Poison, like I just lost to, so it's still a very bad meta for Expo and not fun to play at all, even if, like, this Expo deck is pretty solid. I just don't enjoy playing this meta, so that's why. I'll stop at, like, 2,500 or so, but that is a nice win. I'll give him the good luck as well, because he was a pretty good sport throughout the whole time, so yeah, another nice win. Alright guys, found a match against Ninja Shoyo. I think Shoyo means something. I'm not 100% sure. I do play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I have had some people ask me like what other games do you play, and Super Smash Bros. On the Switch is one of them. And there was this old really good Crom player called Shoyo James. That's like the one thing this name reminds me of. Otherwise I don't know what Shoyo means. But anyway, could just be his name, I guess, Ninja Shoyo. Night Witch, Baby Dragon, this is definitely going to be Golem. I can't think of any other decks actually that run these two cards. Super Aggressive Lightning, then Expo. Bit unfortunate timing that I went for the log at the same time because I'm technically down 2 Elixir, but this is solid. I'll go Knight. Okay, that was actually a misclick. I meant to go Bomber, and my Knight came down, but it'll still kill the Bomber in time, I guess. And I might as well E-Spirit as well to maximize this lock. I think I will, yeah, why not? So that's going to be a really nice Expo connection. That's going to get him down to 1399. And I think this should be a very solid situation. Usually, guys, with Expo, if your opponent makes a really aggressive play in single, you have to be there to punish it. I did exactly that just now. Goes for a Golem in the back. I'll give him the well played, because, I mean, the guy literally just went for a really random Lightning, and then just casually Golems. Wait, hold up. Is that a level 14 Golem? Okay, I have to put some respect on this guy's name, because honestly, being this high up, like top 2k-ish on ladder, I'm like 2.5k-ish right now, I guess. With level 14 cards, though, I do respect that, so even if he's playing, like, kind of annoying. I'll need to take a good Fireball right now as well and all of that. Then I think I'll go Bomber because he might go for... actually, I don't think I need to Bomber. I'll just log that. Wait, hold up. Look at this. Look at this LP insane value. That card is so busted. See, this is why this card is just ruining the game as well, guys. Look at how much value that got for 3 Elixir. That's just unreal. I think I can literally Expo at 6 and he doesn't have Golem back. Either he has it in Cycle and doesn't have enough Elixir, or I'm pretty confident that he actually just doesn't have it in Cycle. Those have the Barbs, though, so I'll just have to go Bomber for those, I guess. I was not expecting that. I probably couldn't have stopped that in time anyway. I was not really up too much Elixir, so I'm fine letting that go. E-Spirit to protect this Bomber, maybe get a mini counter push. He does just go for the Mega Minion. I might as well just let that go, honestly. That's my lane that I have a lot of HP in, so I can totally ignore that. I'll do a play I hope I don't regret right now. I'll go Expo opposite lane. He's probably going to let it go and go all in, and so I just have to defend this final Golem push. So let's see if I can make it happen. LP's coming down right now. I'll go Bomber and try and abuse the 3-card cycle to get back to the Evo Bomber as fast as I can. E-Spirit does go for the Lightning, so I'll go Tesla, Evo Bomber ASAP to splash on this Golem and the Night Witch as well. Should put in quite a lot of work, actually. Yeah, look at that. Getting so much value. Then I'll just Fireball everything. Beautiful Fireball. E-Spirit as well. Log to take the Bomber out for the most part. And I think I won. Yeah, that was really clean, guys. That was a nice defense, nice offense as well. Just really good stuff. Again, I feel like this deck does do better than 3.0 on defense against these beatdown decks, so that was really solid. If you get an opening to go in, then you can pretty much defend well. The problem is if he played better, I would not have had that opening to go in, but since he did go for such an aggressive Lightning, I was able to capitalize on it and punish him again, so that was pretty solid. So, really nice win against this interesting Golem Lightning player. Gonna be 2, 4, 6, 7, top 2k. I'm still gonna go for maybe 2, 3 more wins. Alright guys, so in a match against Cal de Visito. I don't think this is the game for 2500, but it should put me pretty close, because I'm at 2, 4, 6, 7. I need a plus 33 to get that done. I don't think I'm going to face someone super high up, so this should be like a plus 30 if I win, plus 31 maybe. Not enough to get 2,500 though, but I'll just Knight the back. He's playing Bats. I'll Expo because he's leaking, honestly. Night Witch, okay. Wait, is this Golem again? Well, let me go log, Bomber, then I have E-Spirit for the Bats again. I think I might just got this guy in single, guys. Oh my god, that was a perfect sequence, wow. I would actually be really annoyed if I was this guy right now, but I'll go Knight as well. This is aggressive. I am going Knight without the tower tanking for anything, so this is definitely a very aggressive. I'm well aware of that, but I just want to maximize this lock because this kind of matchup, you're not going to get the situation and opportunity to get so much damage, especially in single, so I just want to capitalize on that and utilize it to its fullest. I'll ignore the entire Baby Dragon because I don't want to be down too much Elixir. If I went LP, he could have gone Golem in the back, as you can see, because I didn't. We're more even on Elixir right now. He's going, okay, Scar me. I'll just LP for that, I guess. I could ability, but I think it's not worth it, too. That's like a -3. LP will die, unfortunately, but I think it was not worth it, really. I'll do something I might regret again. I am going to Expo same lane. Now, this really could backfire on me because he might have a huge push coming down. I hope I don't regret this. I'm just playing very instant gratification right now, guys. I just want to take the tower and have a clean 3-minute game like we just had against the other Golem guy, so hopefully this works out. I'll go for my Tesla. I'll go for my Bomber ASAP as well to start splashing on that Night Witch. That's 1. That's 2. Okay. I can Knight. And then I can... I guess I'll E-Spirit for all these Bats that are clumping up. I think we just defended that super well. Hold up. That was extremely clean. Okay, E-Barbs though. Hold on. Let me LP log, and I have to go for my Bomber as well. zaps too, but the bomber should put in work. That was a hella clean defense, I can't lie. That was really nice. We took a bit of damage, but considering I literally went Expo and he ignored it, so that was basically like a -6 trade. I was down 6 Elixir defending that Golem. I think that was super clean. So what I like to do quite a lot, guys, is going for the bomber early on to start splashing troops like the Night Witch behind the Golem. That's what you can abuse the Evo Bomber's utility for. And I'm going Expo right now to just force responses out in the right. He still goes for the Golem in time. I guess he was back to it in the cycle. But it shouldn't be too bad. I'll go LP. I have to Bomber for those E-Barbs and then E-Spirit for these bats that are clumping up. I like to try and time my E-Spirit well so that I hit at least maybe like 5 bats or so. Like I don't want to just E-Spirit randomly, right? I want to like hit bats basically. And that's going to be a good game. Is this guy playing Lightning? I don't remember if he has a Lightning or not. But either way, this was a really clean win against Golem again. Golem E-Barbs for that matter. And I believe, did he have a Bomber too? I don't know. What were his Evos actually? Not sure, but I'll just like spam stuff. This game is over already. This is a really nice win actually. We just beat Golem twice in a row. Feels pretty good, I guess. So that's going to be a nice one. We almost killed that Golem on his side of the board, guys. So that was very clean. And that's going to be another nice win. So we will definitely take that. That's going to be 2 off 2,500. Very unfortunate, but top 2K again. I'll keep the push going. Want to get like 1 or 2 more wins. Alright guys, so my friend Icon said if I won the next match, he would send a super chat. It's like a donation on YouTube, and I ended up matching Hog Rider Earthquake. I still want to show you guys the game, but I want to speed it up, and I want to stop right at this point over here. So I go for an Expo because he cycled a Mighty Miner. I cycle back to my Evo Bomber because he has to bomb tower, and I line up the bomber perfectly, but unfortunately I just get the timing barely off. I only get 1 bounce on the tower. If I did not mess that up, I believe if the bomb tower's on the Expo instead, the bomber would have survived, not gotten splash, would have been at least like 3 hits on the tower. Unfortunately, because of that, I think I lost the game, because this is not that easy of a matchup for this deck, I feel. You can't really, you get outcycled pretty easily, and you can't really keep up with damage, you can't get a lock that easily, so you have to rely on the Evo Bomber. And I feel like you want to take all the situations you can get, so unfortunately it's like a pretty even game, and eventually he just kind of gets me, he outcycles me, and it ends up being bad. So I wanted to highlight, because you guys did say you want to see more losses. That is a misplay I made. Bad timing, didn't account for the E-Spirit, should have waited a bit more on my bomber, and solely because of that I actually did end up losing this game. As you can see, it ended up being pretty close towards the end. I lost by about 300, 400. I was very tilted, unfortunately, so it was pretty annoying, but just showing you the misplay I made that could have won me the game. And Icon, my boy, shout out to you for watching this. He did still end up sending through the super chat, so thanks very much for the support. And I do agree Hug Q players do suck, but it feels really nice for the support, so thank you again. Alright guys, found a match against a Japanese player. I unfortunately had a loss against Hoggy Q, but I'm trying to bounce back right now. And let's see what we're up against. I'm against Cannoneer. I don't think I've faced too many Cannoneer players recently. One of my biggest personal opinions is that Cannoneer is very overpowered and does need a nerf, but I don't believe they're going to do it because it does earn them quite a bit of money, unfortunately. Like, it's just how it works. The tower troop, you need to kind of spend money to max it and compete. You can go for a fun little trick here. You guys might not know this, but it's a nice common play where you go Expo to snipe the pump. He does go for the arrows, but hopefully this can lock onto the pump pretty soon. I'll go for my ability and even E-Spirit for those bats, maybe keep the LP alive, as Expo does target onto the pump. And then he does go Skeles late, but the Guardian's also on tower. I'll log these blobs for a perfect little timed damage like type defense, and that's going to spawn some of the blobs into their final stage with 1 HP. I'll go for another Expo. As he goes for a pump, I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like we were both even on Elixir, and I decided to just take the tower where he goes for a pump. But as you guys can see, that was a beautiful sequence by me. This I might regret because I feel like I could have been a bit more patient and fireballed the pump and not gone in, but I still do like this play that I made before, you know, going for the Expo to snipe the pump, and then going for the LP and supporting it well to abuse the fact that he was low on Elixir, and the Expo kind of whittled away at his pump very nicely, so I was pretty proud of that. I'm going to go for the early Evo Bomber. Again, I'm pretty sure he has arrows in this deck, so yeah, I just want to get 2 splashes off real quick. As I was doing in the Golem game, that's a little strategy you guys want to use while they have support troops behind the stuff. You want to try and snipe them with the Evo Bombers. You can see the Night Witch is absolutely no problem whatsoever because of that Evo Bomber snipe. I will fireball this pump. I'm a little bit worried right now because I'm about to get into a very precarious situation where he's going to have like double E-Golems on the board. Yeah, E-Golem number 1, pump, and I don't know if I can stop this, but I'll try my best. So E-Golem, Skelly King, Bomber should be very clutch. He does have the arrows in this deck, but I should be okay. He's going to be up so much Elixir right now. He has those 2 pumps, and I'm definitely down a lot, but I think I'll be okay. I'll go Tesla, Evo Skeles. I'll just log those off ASAP. Cannot mess around with those. Knight goes for Skeleton ability. I'll go for the E-Spirit, Evo Bomber, and then log all of this. Yeah, this is very easily defended, actually. Like, I was going to say, you know that meme where it's like, your mom's like, dinner's ready, and you're like, this is the situation I'm in, and then there's like 50,000 troops on the board. I was hoping I could make a meme like that of my own other situation because I was down so much Elixir, but that was like the freest defense ever, actually. I didn't even have to think. Like, I just autopiloted and just defended very easily, because Bomber just does that for you. Like, this deck just does so well on defense. LP as well. Like, this deck, I think Golem is one of the few good matchups, like, indisputable or undisputable. I forgot which one it is, but one of those two. Like, it basically can be argued that Golem is not a good matchup for this deck. It's very easy. I'm stumbling over my words right now, but that was a very, like, pretty much a free win. That is not going to be 2.5k again, because this guy's lower than me on trophy, so we'll have to keep going, but I'll go for 2 wins above 2.5k. Alright guys, on a match against Polaris loves Kaka. Hopefully I can just get the 2 final wins. I kind of want to be done with the season right now, so I'll E-Spirit to start things out. Goes for the Drill, Bomber, the Bridge. I'll Knight for the Bomber, and then Bomber for his Drill. Hopefully this will counter it pretty well. I do still take the double Goblin stabs, but it's not too bad. I'll Fireball the LP. This should be a pretty good matchup for me, I think. Usually these Drill decks, they do run Bomb Tower Poison. Is kind of annoying, but they don't have a mini spell that can attack the Expo. Usually they just have Poison Delivery as their spells. And you guys all know Delivery is pretty useless against Expo, so I can probably use that to my advantage. I do also have the Bomber, which is super, like, clutch at defending the Drills, of course, and I can maybe even get some Evo Bomber lineups on tower at a certain point, so I'm feeling pretty good about this matchup. It's not going to be that frustrating, I don't think. I'll LP and then Knight for his own. Actually, I'll Knight over here. It'll tank for both his LP and the Guardian as well. E-Spirit to reset his own LP charge up, and then this should be pretty solid, actually. I think I can Expo with this LP. Or actually, I'll Expo on the left, I think, because I want to kind of do some dual lane pressure. Actually, I could just go LP ability right now. That might be a better play. I'm, like, thinking about my options. I think this is better. Yeah, look at that. He goes Delivery, but I do get a perfect timing. Now I can go for my dual lane pressure, and he's going to be in trouble. Bomb Tower, I'll line up the Bomber right here. Oh, no, good wall breakers. Oh, man, okay, that's unfortunate. Ooh, if he didn't get those wall breakers down, that would have been, like, at least 2 hits on the tower. Probably game-winning damage for me at this point, but well played to him, I guess. Wallbreakers do destroy the Expo. I really despise that card, honestly. And the Evo is so broken. I can't believe the Evo is not getting nerfed next season. Like, in the work-in-progress balance changes they announced, Wallbreakers were nowhere to be seen on that list. It's kind of frustrating, but anyways. We'll see what we can do, I suppose. I'll just cycle my Knight the back as he cycles his LP. Perfect. Knight is a great counter to this LP. I'll just go Tesla to snipe it early, though. I don't want to mess around with any, like, Guardian shenanigans. I'll just kill it before it can even do anything. Like, Tesla's pretty good at that. Bomber lineup's going to be annoying. Okay, did not realize my Tesla would snipe it, so that's why I logged. But should be okay. I'll LP the right. I'm pretty sure he has poison this deck again, so I don't really want to, like, do anything by letting him get poison value. Ooh, Knight's going to get some hits here, right? Yeah, 1, maybe 2. Beautiful. Evo Knight is so strong, guys, as you can see. Just getting damage. I'll go Expo on the right to pressure. You might drill on the left, so I just want to pressure while defending. Bomber's going to do work. I'll go log E-Spirit for all of this. Should do a pretty good job at cleaning everything up. Yeah, Bomber putting in work on that defense. Shout out to the Bomber. Meanwhile, I'm going to avert my attention back to the right, and he's pretty low on Elixir, so I'll go Expo on the left again. This should be a pretty good sequence right now. This is what I was talking about, where they're going to overcommit to one side with the Expo, so you can go for the dual lane pressure. That's going to be a lock in the left, lock in the right as well, dual locks synchronized, and that should be a good game at this point. Pretty good stuff, yeah. Pretty much just overwhelmed him and got a nice defense going, and that's going to be game over. I could just go for my double Fireball right now, or I could even line up a Evo Bomber if I want to, but I'll just go for the double Fireball and take it. So that's going to be pretty free. Yeah, he's not going to give up somehow. He's still trying, but I mean, the game is well over, my friend. You should not be trying. There's absolutely no hope for you right now. Really easy matchup, I want to say. Again, he's Delivery Poison, so not the greatest of like spells against Expo. Poison's really good, but Log would be much better against Expo. So really nice one. That's going to put me 1 off my goal. I want to get like 2 550, so I will go for 1 more win, guys. Alright, final match against PS Siren No Man for the final win of the season, guys. Again, this is not like a super impressive achievement. I think some of you guys might still say this is impressive. I know I still get a lot of nice supportive comments from you guys. Like, even when I'm not happy with the finish, say I get like a top 1.5k and I'm like, terrible finish, but I just wanted to sit, I didn't want to push. People are still like, oh, I can only dream of getting top 10k or even like a top 2k, so I do still appreciate you guys for being supportive. I'm just saying, like, for my standards, of course, as like a 107 finisher and consistent numerous top 500 finishes, like a top 2k is nothing special, but I just want to go for it so I don't have like an absolutely trash season. Like, I do like still pushing at the end of the season. It's just like I don't want to go for a top 1k. I think it's going to be like 2.7, 2.8k, and I just cannot be asked right now. Like, I just want to have fun with my friends again. We're going to play Smash, we're going to go work out, and I want to have an enjoyable weekend. So we'll see what we can do though in this final game. Let's try and just get a nice clean one for 2550. I always have like fun goals, I guess. Like 2550 is a solid one. I usually go for like around the 25s, I guess. Just whatever's top 2k, really. This is looking like it's going to be minor balloon cycle. Don't know how I feel about this matchup because I don't think it's the best, because balloon decks are pretty good against this BomberBow deck. We don't have the best air defense. We have LP Tesla, which is solid enough, but LP is like worse than Archers, I want to say, against air, because you can only cycle one of them. I'll go Expo again because that might lock onto tower. It barely doesn't, but that was close anyways. Let me try and get a bomber lineup on the tower potentially. Okay, it's not going to. Maybe this one will. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's a pretty epic failure. My bad, guys. I think I will still get a decent counter push off this Espirit LP. I'm not going to go ability because, okay, I thought he was going to commit to it, predicting the ability. Then I could just let it go and not go ability and thereby get like a really good trade. But he doesn't go for it, so maybe he should have gone ability there. But nonetheless, I still get a nice counter push. It's so dumb. It gets like 500 damage right there, however much that was. Like, this card is busted, dude. Busted beyond belief. Anyways, he goes for the split Evo Bats. I'll just Evo Knight, Bomber, and he's going into the right lane now, so this is a bit sketchy. I'll try and get a good fireball on these bats and the loon, then go for a last-minute Tesla to pull the balloon over. Okay, this is pretty solid. We also have a nice counter push in the left. I'll go Espirit to predict maybe bats or whatever. He does have delivery in this deck. Okay, I'll go Evo Bomber to line up on that delivery and get a bounce on the tower. We do get 1, so that's going to be 334 damage. Pretty solid stuff, basically like a fireball in a way, cycling a fireball. Let me log to get back to my Espirit. Oh god, he's going for the pretty big minor loon push right now. Let me bomber. I think I'll have to fireball. Actually, no, I'm gonna expo instead. I'll expo to kite this balloon because I don't want to mess anything up. Yeah, he does go for the arrows. I think he's low on elixir right now, so we do get a mini lock. Yep, had no elixir for that night in time, so really good stuff by me. That's pretty much good game at this point, I want to say, because actually, okay, I can't speak too soon. He's back to balloon already. Whoa, that was fast. Let me fireball and get back to a Tesla again. Hopefully I can defend this, actually. I swear if I just said that's a good game and I just choke right now, that would be pretty depressing. But he's doing a good job of outcycling me, I will say. I'll cycle an Espirit to just pressure. Once you get them in this like 1,500 or lower damage range, you can start going Spirits to the bridge to pressure, and they do have to respond, or they're going to be very low. Going to go for a trick here, guys. Bridge block that knight, so that the tower does target onto the balloon. As you can see, very clean play, because that's going to result in pretty easy defense on this. Even though the balloon's going to get death damage, because I went for that trick, I don't have to worry about actual balloon drop. I'll go Evo Knight now. I have Evo Bomber as well. Beautiful cycle lineup, and that's going to be a good game. So, really nice win. Bit of an easier version of Balloon, I guess. He didn't have a bomb tower, so that would have been much better. But I'll give him the good luck as well. I don't see too many players playing a deck similar to his, so kind of some respect for him, I guess. That's going to be 2556, 1535 in the world, so basically a top 1.5k ladder push, guys. Hopefully this is still acceptable for you guys as like a fun ladder push. I do still like putting this out. I don't know how this video will perform because it's not top 1000, but it's where I'm comfortable finishing for the season. I had a really nice final day. I got like a 8 or so game win streak, with the exception of that EQ loss, but that was still pretty tough. As you can see overall, I've been pushing for about 2 hours, I want to say. I was able to go up from like 2350 to 2550, so I feel like I definitely could go top 1k if I wanted to, but again, I just don't want to. I don't see the point, so that's going to be pretty much it for the push. Good luck with your guys' season end pushes. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.